Hello. Good evening. Hello, Nadak. Nadak, you've changed your picture. Where is that our baby? Abi, is it not you? Where is that our beautiful, cute baby? You've changed your picture. I really love that baby. Oh, how are you? How is everything? We have a lovely weather. You see, it's still bright outside, and it's bank holiday here today. We have a lovely weather. We have a lovely weather. Mm. Hello. Sorry, guys. Let me try and share on my private page. Try and share too. Bella, 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 Bella. Happy new month, Sister Wande. Happy new month. Happy new month, Sister Wande. Happy new month. Mm. Sorry. I'm trying to share. First, let me share so that. How are we today? Ẹ má bínú, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré share nù sórí page mi. Ẹ má bínú. Happy new month, Soyi Koiki, darling sis, Alaja Mezida, Koforola. I see owners of the courtroom. Try and invite people that are not, when you share, people that are not, they will know we are here. Káwa náà wá, they will know we are here. Try and share. Good evening. Good evening. The weather is good. The weather is good. Today here is bank holiday in Ireland, so it was long week. Oh, thank you, Nadak. Thank you so much. God bless you. You started my chat on a good note with a beautiful star. Thank you for the star, for giving me stars. Thank you. God bless you. God replenish you. I stand with Yeye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I can't pick calls now. I've started chat. Let me just take this thing off call mode. I've started chat, so there's no call now. Thank you so much, Nadak. What happened? What happened, Nadak? I stand with you here. Maybe for many reasons, Abby. Yeah, we are cool here. I hope you guys have seen the updates on my voice is echoing. Hey. Let me see. How does it sound now? Yay. Is it still echoing? Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. It's not echoing, no. Please, can you people check on your no? Can you people check not on my side here because my side is fine. It's not echoing here. Can you people check? It's okay, okay. Please, I just need many of you to tell me, is it echoing your end? Because my side is fine. I've checked on another phone. It's not echoing. It's okay, Damilola, okay. It's okay, yeah, okay, happiness. I've seen like 7 people say it's okay. I just need 3 more people. It's okay, Augusta, okay. No echo, Tonya Sham, okay. I just need 1 more person to say it's okay. That means no Bella. Okay, so that means it's Sister Wande's phone. Okay, Miriam Disaffair. Sister Wande, it's your phone. Adedu, okay. Everybody's saying it's fine on their end. It's not echoing. So, Sister Wande, what you will do is maybe log out and come back in or off your phone. Because I've checked another phone. Empress Bola White is saying it's fine. Okay, sis. Everyone is saying it's fine. In fact, nobody have said, only you. I've checked my phone too to see it's okay here too. So I think it's your end, sis. Check your end, sis. Okay, sis said it's okay too now. Okay. Maybe it just happened. It was just hiccup. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're all very welcome. Okay. Um, sometimes like that, it's always good to cash cruise. Koko cash cruise, no. You people saw that the blogger Osha, I call her Osha. She has given us the updates on the story that they have been abusing me for. In fact, it's not even an interesting story. You understand? I was thinking it was something interesting, but for the fact that Osha really tried, she gave us the insights and understanding of what is happening. So I personally, and when I was talking in the car and also yesterday, I think the 3rd topic I talked about, I said I suspect foul play, that it was so unusual for that lady to be insulting me like that, and I didn't expect it. Now I understand why. So if you go and read the story and you know what's happening on social media, you will get the whole picture. You will not be lost anymore like I was, you won't even be lost. In fact, I think the best thing, because understanding what is happening now, I have no choice at all, because I will say one thing and be truthful with you. The place I actually placed the Larit, the place I placed her, I think it's dropped drastically. So I'm not going to, I now see where she belongs. And I think the best thing is for me to just, when you say wipe her off, like just wipe her off. So, in fact, the story as well, if you want to know about it, I shared it because I saw it on blogger Usha, Usha. I saw it on her page, and it's nothing interesting. It's just one of those girl story, So go and go and read it if you are interested. But for those of you wondering, why she's insulting me like that and why she's trying to, understand why she's going so personal and taking it to, more than out of context. And, I now understand. And I suspected, God is my witness. I said it in the car that day, and I said it yesterday. I said, I suspect she's gun fighting, and I suspect something that is not right. And I got it right. More right, pa. So, and these are my suspicion now, and God brought it out for me to see glaringly that this is what's happening. I don't want to associate with that. I don't want at any time to find myself associate with anybody, anything that has to do with that setting. Do you get me? So as for Larit's case, it's not important anymore here. And until we see something new, you understand, something worth talking about, this one is just nah, it's a very, very nah, throw it out of our courtroom. And so we now move. And if you are interested in understanding the story, go and read it on Osha's blog. She has it there comprehensively. She has the story. It's she's the one, because nobody else, even this lover, not get the story. So I don't know. She knows she knows where she got her story, and Osha is a very good blogger, so I trust everything she has to write there that is true. So go and read it and have an understanding if you are interested in seeing it, you understand, or reading the story. So I'm not going to talk on that story. It's not an interesting one. So now we move. And what is our new topic today? After we've done this lady's case now, in fact, a lot of people have gone to shake the tree of friendship. I bet many people have been shaking the tree of friendship so that the rotten ones will drop. Before I do that, let me greet you people, my bad manners. Oh, I'm disappointed in Larry. Please don't be Shirley. You don't have to. You don't have to. Trust me, sweetie. You don't have to, Shirley. Let me tell you one thing, Shirley. Do you know, my sweetheart, 2 days ago, I just drift a bit, Do you know 2 days ago, or when she did that update, there was a lady, I wish Ungo, you can ask about me from Ungo. You know Ungo, I know you know Ngozi, Justina Ize's daughter. We all went to the same secondary school. And you see this life, my sweetheart, one has to be very careful, because the people that hate you, and God God reveals them to you without them knowing that he will reveal them to you. Or without them knowing that God will reveal them to you. Somebody wrote on, she said her name is Omalicha. Omalicha. In fact, I didn't take the pains to go to her page because I would get myself really upset. Do you get me? She now went under Larit's epistle. On going under that epistle, she now said, if you see the way she talked about me, in fact, let me read it. I don't want to upset myself, but let me just read it for you. Let me read it, okay? For you, so that you just understand me. Because I won't be able to. I know you probably have gone there to read it, but I just need you people to understand where I'm coming from, where I'm going to, and, let me just read it, okay? Let me read it. Okay. Aha. So, this is the lady. Let me even actually go and pick on her face and see if I even know herself. Okay. I think this lady is a Benue State lady, Abi. Chide. Okay, I think I'm a junior. She's my junior. She's a year my junior. Okay. This is her. I think so. I'm not sure now. See this lady? This lady? I just went to look at her picture. I didn't bother to look at her picture, to be very sincere. I wasn't interested. This person, I don't think she's Igbo. I'm not sure. Omali Chide. Omalichide. I'm trying to enlarge her picture to see. I know she's my junior. I think she's the one. She used to work somehow at that time. I think so. I'm not too sure now. I believe people will know her. If I show her, if I take the pains to go and show her to people in our alumni, but I think she's the one. She's a year my junior. Now, look at, someone wrote such nasty update. You haven't seen me. I'm a year. I think she's the one because I didn't open her pictures. I'm just doing that now. She's from Kogi. Hey, you know her? Let me see. Ojochi, okay. Oguche, okay, you know her. Please, if you know her, let me just, are you from, we went to Boko together. Did you go to Boko? Because this name sounds familiar. Now, this is a student, we went to the same federal school together. I haven't seen, I'm a year her senior. I think she's the one, because I just went to look at her face. I didn't even bother to look at her face. Now, this lady went under that episode that Lara wrote, and she said, I respect your relationship with Farida, and like you said, two adults would have their differences. However, I wish you both a happy comeback. Are you making sense from what she wrote? Which made sense. As for Yeye Kudi, I've heard so much about her false stories on social media. Are you making sense? And I'm disappointed to say I went to same secondary school with her. We are better than what she puts out there. This our own is by force blogger. You see, I think this girl is one girl like that her mouth is like Ajuwele like this. She looks like a parrot. Or maybe all those people. Her mouth is, she talks like this. I think she's the one. I'm not too sure. She has this mouth, all these people that just have parrot mouth. I'm not too sure, but I think she's the one. Then she has big ass, if she's the one. I haven't seen her since I left Federal Government Girls College, Boko. She was a year my junior. Mio Mori. Do you get it? Many of them are out there. I don't know the full story I've ever, people's story now that I will come and use my full chest to come and discuss on social media. You understand? This is a girl that, I'm so sorry, I just looked at her picture now. Mi ò ní parọ́. I didn't bother. She has 298 followers and she's following 395 people. There's one person that commented under her, abusing me, under her own. That one has no follower. She's following 160 something people. Yeah, booming. But I got attracted under that chat. She was the only one I responded to in the whole of. I went on Larit's page and went to respond to only her because I saw her comment. She didn't tag me because she's not my follower. She's not, me she was alive. I don't know if she's still existing. Do you get it? Because she was actually my junior. Moshe Rio Joeni, to be sincere. Actually, I didn't know. So I tagged her. I went under that thing and said, Omali child, you went to the same secondary school with me, and I put a question mark. Really? Did you ask her what she claims I said and ask her to post it right here? It is sad to know you went to same school with me, even though I don't know. But you are a hater. Someone you have not seen. Then your so-called nuisances that have been speaking to you said that this person carries false rumors. False, what did she call it? False stories. I asked her, I said, did you ask her what she claims I said and ask her to post it right here? It is sad to know you went to same school with me, even though I don't know. But you are a hater. You are a hater. And I'm so ashamed of you that you went to a federal school and cannot go to what she claimed I said and listen, then verify if what said meant what she wrote out here. GLB updated and we talked about it. I'm only interested in responding to you because I didn't, I went to Ravaspe to only respond to her. I'm only interested in responding to you because you claim to know me. I don't. Please don't claim to know me ever again. Then I said thanks, then I moved away. I left the rest. The others, I can't be bothered. Now, where am I coming from? Where are we going to? It is sad. And what is the sad thing? I'm very grateful to God that when I talk, people feel it. So that means that I am a recognized, even though I'm not a blogger, they call me blogger. It is fine. Do you get what I mean? I've always called myself a motivational speaker. In fact, the person that came to abuse me very under, I say, thank God, that it's only law that I studied. That it's only law that I studied, that I did not go to the law school. That has to say, do you understand the pain some people have that I went to study law? In fact, the person forgot that I did masters in law too. Only thank God, okay, I have been bullying people. So, what will you say about bloggers to blog, the ones that are blogging, that are bringing out the story, and we are now carrying it gone? More like a GL because us cut and paste, cut and paste. Because cut and paste, no ni, copy and paste, gbogbo no ni. Àwa wá fi sọ̀rọ̀, àwa fi ṣe content. Then you talk about it because it's entertainment. And you understand what I mean? So, Johnny Tori Olong, how, it bothers me because having to see someone from your secondary school, and this is how people behave. You will see people from your secondary school, your church, people that, from your church or your primary school or everybody, instead of them to just say, they want to know you, and you don't know them. You can't, never remember she existed. But these are the people that go under people's posts to talk ill about you. The story about Lara and other stories that the one we want to discuss today, I beg, is it false story? Doesn't it exist? It is as in existence. And the painful part, not even painful, the amazing part, that other people will be up to 50 that will talk matter. These people will only come and meet Yeye Kurdi. In fact, Mama wonder, and I've noticed particular people that come to meet me, they are always connected to particular people, especially particular fracas people. The moment their cases come up in all this, public issues and public domain, and I talk about it, they will go and instigate them to say, go and update for her, go and see her, who is she to talk about you? Or they will come out for me and insult me. That's not going to stop me. In fact, they are making me feel, yes, people are hearing me. If you press redhead here, wallahi, if I know who is pressing the redhead, mi ò ní hesitate láti kó fún ẹ. Do you understand? They will go, you said you know me from secondary school. This is my junior in school. Junior minio, become oti e uri ojú ẹ. Then you said you have been hearing Yeye Kurdi with her 4 stories. Father Lord, everyone that you know from far, that's spread untrue story about you and me. How God did the people of Egypt, God should do it to them. The thing about me, I know what I don't like, and I hate what I don't like. I mean, I hate what I hate, and I know what I don't like. What I can't take, I don't dish it. If I can take it, if I dish it, I'm not remorseful about it. You see the problem about many of you, and it's never going to stop. That's why I don't care. If people hate you, whoa, ride on the best horse. Analyze objectively. Talk with sense. Be very diplomatic. Kilon sononi. Kilon sononi. Always bringing up people's stories. Meanwhile, the people condemning you are the ones that are known to be terrible people in the universe. Go and find out. Known to be bullies outrightly. I can say it, and I'm with a lot of confidence. Ibi tó dá mi lójú tí mo lè fi ògùn ẹ̀gbárí dé. With a lot of confidence. I don't bully people, but I will not condone anybody come on my platform. Tó bá wá síbí, tó bá rí mi fín, màá kó fún ẹ. I don't go outside my platform. I don't go to people's platform to go and even argue anything they are doing on their platform. I have my reasons. Because I hate see finish. And I know how I deal with people that come on my platform to insult me. So if I come on your platform, tí bá wá rí ẹ fín tó bá kó fún mi, èmi ni mo tọ̀nà wá gba ẹ̀sín yẹn. I don't know what makes people think that if I can't do things their way, that portrays me a bad person. No. No. If many people can go against judges that they are biased, their decisions biased, who am I? As a matter of fact, even God has favorites. When he handled the case of David, when you read the story, you'll be wondering, after he killed Uriah, why did God still call him his best friend? That's what the Bible makes us to understand. So, we didn't hear that much about Pharaoh now. We didn't hear that much about Pharaoh. But God called David his best friend, and knowingly, purposely, he snatched somebody's wife. So, no matter what, you can't satisfy anybody. Even God has favorites. So there are some cases that I will analyze. I will analyze it. It will favor that person. And you see, I don't understand if you know how you can satisfy people. Because at the end of the day, it is not possible. And I'm not here on this social media to satisfy anybody. If you like me, you like me. You hate me, good riddance to bad rubbish. The people that matter to me, ni wo ti love me. My mother, my husband, my siblings, my children. So, any other, even my uncles, auntie, if they don't love me, go, walai, jarani, if they love me. It's not mandatory. The people that owe it to me is my mother. Of blessed memory, my father is dead. So my siblings, they are the ones that will type this kind of thing that this girl typed now, and I will go crazy. I say, see betrayer. My husband, my children, but anybody. Wallahi. It's cool. There's only one thing I tell myself. What I am doing inside of me, do I have ulterior motive to destroy people? If the answer is no, now go there. That's why there are some cases when I see it, I personally do not delve into it. Especially when I see that there's conflict of interest or I'm sincerely biased. But the ones that I know in my heart, like if I decide now on what Osha brought out for us, if I decide to read it, and analyze it. Wallahi, if I say my mind, I will scatter many things. But I decide not to go. That's why I find it uninteresting case. I decided to put it aside and go for cases that are interesting. But the only thing I have seen from that story is that now I know why Larit is updating for me. It makes sense. It's now beginning to make sense. Because I said it to you people. I said, I'm kind of lost. But nísìnyí ó ti yé mi. Ibi tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti wá. Gbogbo orí ẹ̀fín, just see finish. I now see it. So, I've forgotten that side. Could make sense to me. I'm always very happy when God reveals what I'm thinking that it is an issue. Yeah. What's happening here? I am glad. I'm very glad. So, good riddance. Now, Golden Heart. No, I didn't say I don't love you. Golden Heart, listen to me. No. Golden Heart, listen. I'm talking about these secondary school students that we went to the same federal school together. You can imagine a girl like that. I think this girl was with, the girl that did Domitila. They were classmates. This girl, she was a year my junior. I didn't even look at her face. It's not that I wanted to read it too. So I said, Golden Heart, if I see you, do you know that there are some people that go inside fake ID, come out? You don't know what is happening. You don't know what I've passed through. In fact, if I did not decide purposely to develop thick skin, many of these people don't want me talking at all on the social media. And I don't know who they are. Me on wrong one now. Then you know this, what do they call this Oyibo? Emotional blackmail. Painting me red, black, in public, trying to dirty my name, which it doesn't matter to me. Because the people dirtying your name, go and look at their story. It's smelling. Do you get it? So what I am saying is that if people like her or anybody I see them, it can bother me more to get myself upset. Are you making sense for me? I don't get myself worked up. Because how can you go and say you heard that I put out false story? Please, how have I ever talked on people's story? In fact, many of the story we wait for updates. In fact, I always make sure I wait. It comes out to the public domain before I talk on it. That's me. You can never see me come here and say, this is the secret of my best friend, though. My best friend, though, she was married, though. She's married, though. She went and said, fucking another man. No, she was, me? Or this is the secret of Lagbada. I don't do it. I've never had a friend that will say, Modale oreri. In fact, I'm not a perfect being, but I know myself. If you have one of me in your life, not to boast, you have a true friend. That's why my friendship is scarce. I just don't give it anyhow. I value friendship. I don't joke with friendship. I don't joke with friendship. And I'm a true friend. If you have one of me in your life, you will know that, yes, this is a friend. But I don't give it anyhow. And it's very scarce. A very scarce commodity. And I run. God gave me that spiritual insight to be able to know bad people. You don't need to talk too much. Simply seeing you, 1-2 moves, I can hear God clearly. Will tell me, move away from the move. If I cut you off, you are dangerous to me. If I see you do something and I respond, to God who made me, God told me to respond, didn't he? I don't mean God comes down. The Holy Spirit. Why are you pressing Reddit? Show. Okay. Do you understand? Their aim is to chase me away from social media. I don't know what many people you will see Edo bloggers, different people will talk on, even during Nkechi's time, many people were talking about it. Now only me she commits. Do you make sense for me? Because anytime these fracas people go and talk to them, they always, my own part pays them. Why are people listening to her? Why is she known? Meanwhile, all of them put together, they met me in this Facebook or on this Facebook. They met me on it. I have been talking before I even decided to go back to school. I have been talking since when I had my shop on, for 8 good years, I had my shop on the high street here in Nace. I have been talking. I used to do chat in that my shop. If you go and look at, whilst I was in the shop was when they started live video. Yes, it's not in the, whilst I had started the shop, have started running in maybe 2 years or so. It was after a while that they started live video. To be sincere, if they want to say who tried live video first, because it was such a small world than me. I started live video first. I wasn't on YouTube. I started live video, live this Mobereni. They used to abuse me then too. Always showing off. I don't know what their problem is. I think I should be used to it by now. If you can ask my friend, the lawyer, Shirley, if you can ask Ungo, she will tell you. When I was in Boko, people like all these child them, all of them, and this girl, I can remember, I think she's the one that mouth is like this, like parrot tone. Yeah. When I was in Boko that time, same thing. Because I was a socialite, anything, I'm always on the stage performing, any beauty fair, they would take me. People that went to Boko will say they would take me because my mother really took care of my hair. In fact, it's age now that is making me look older. My mother really took care of me. And my father spent on me. My hair very long. They will put me in the fun fair room. If I'm not there, I not think say we complete. Me, Elizabeth, boom, comfort you are. I was always from 1 till I finished secondary school from 6. They will always put me in beauty fair. When I stopped being princess, I became queen. From 1 to 3, I was princess. From 4 to, I think 5 to 6, queen. Fun fair room. Ibi tí Ọlọ́run fi ẹwà Ọlọ́run sí mi lára dá. My mother took care of my hair. Irun mi kún báyìí ni. Boko girls, if you are here, just say, she's lying. And talk about stage performance. Kò sí orin náà. I will come out and mime it and dance to it. I still shows when I'm at a show. Mama still show ni. All heads must turn. They will stand up and it's this same and one more leba in on you. Sorry to use that word. That will be beefing. I've been doing social. Mofi law school, Mofi law university. I did first degree, did second degree. We did what? Talk about it. Went, did third degree. Did masters. Bí mo ṣe ṣe yìí tó yìí. Bí mo ṣe wà yìí. Mo fi ayé mi, and what is it that I want to ask that God have not done except in mo bá fẹ́ fọ́? tí mo bá fẹ́ bòná Ọlọ́run mọ́ra. You will see anywhere if I do a chat now and has anything to do with anybody they know, all these people, they will go and meet the person, go and update for her. Who is she? Go and go for her. I know them. And may God not allow them stop. They should continue. I've kept off many of them. Even people that think that they are related to me, that want to associate with them, I cut them off. Get one danuni. Like the Bible says, if your right eye, left eye causes you to sin, cut it off. Get danu. If it's your hand, cut it off. Cover well better. Instead of stringing along, I want to ma sheku pa. Only Christian mighty wise in me. I don't joke. And that doesn't allow me take it. That you want to blackmail and be lying, talking ill about me. Please, if the day you see that I have become a bully, if you truly love me, tell me, please. I would appreciate it. The day you see me coming with stories that are untrue, that we are not seeing on the public domain, and you understand, it's me that I'm just going to bring it from somewhere. Caution me. I will appreciate it. Call me. Call my attention. I say, Yeye Kurdi, where did you get this story from? Hope it's not that somebody just came, told you somebody's secret, and you came to reveal it to us. You told us to remind you that you are not going to be a party to that. Can all these Olori Burukus, can they go and meet Daddy Freeze? Can they go and meet GLB? Linda Keji has been doing this business. Ofikole Ofishori now. Entertainment blogger alone. In fact, not only entertainment, she delved into different things. Even news. Imagine, even just lately, if you notice, I've started doing news as well. Now, so they still come. You can't talk politics. We are leaving you. We are going away. She crazy. So if I've been selling banana now, and I say, okay, I want to add this one, add now go tell me what I go do. I beg, who amongst you, the day where they gave birth to me, sat down and named me Kurdi? None. The only people that can tell me that Kurdi no, Bitogbese see, it's my mother and my father. I'm telling you. Any other person needs to sit with me and tell me, this thing you are doing, are you okay with it? Have you thought about it? Not that you authoritatively tell me you can't do this. Who are you? If I can't tell anybody, I don't. Everybody on the social media, I don't think I've ever come out or ever confronted anybody to say, please, you can't do this, you can't do that. Who am I to tell people what to do? Was I there the day they gave them their name? Just so no one. So what makes people think, even those like this Chide now, what makes her think that she has a right? Many of them like that, even those that meet you on the social media. I don't know if it is jealousy, I don't know if it is hatred, and I wish I can hate people like that. I wish I have that spirit. If I have that spirit, wallahi talai. There are many things we hear now. Everybody go buy yara won je. But tó bá ṣe tán ńkọ́, kí ló kù? Ẹ̀san á ké now. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá bímọ, if you have kids, or you yourself, and you choose to go and destroy people's life, just, people will put their secret in your hand, or people will do anything with you, you go and be opening it up, or, many things like that. Or you'll be destroying people's life behind them and stuff like that. Or you understand many things. Imagine all the things that we are thinking about that is not good. Yeah, and you think, Yeye, they have unveiled two of the fracas people who abused you with fake ID. I was shocked with their real face. They can't even be your house. Oh, my darling's Funke Arowolo. Ṣé ni láti ń rí yẹn ni? Oh, ìyẹn ò tiẹ̀ ń jọ mí lójú. Do you know why? It's not today. Many times that people abuse me, that you see me that I don't answer, it's because sometimes I even think to myself, on a normal day, my mommy's house help, Sido, Abra, and these people, Ramota, they belong to the same category. But you know, like abroad, they say abroad is a leveler. Facebook too is a leveler. Do you make sense for me? So, how can I complain when you fẹ́ complain? Do you understand? We are on Facebook, Buba Mama Fidi Rodini. Ah, are you just seeing that one? If you know there are some people that you know later on that you know that abused me long time ago, and later when I saw them, in fact, I couldn't even cry. They exactly the look of my mom's house, Sido, Abra, Ramota. Even Ramota got polish on a normal day, but they were abused. You hold them at jello. You take it, wafi para, wafi shosun. My question is that they should ask themselves, when have they seen me abuse them? All of them put together. Mi ò ní fake ID o. Wallahi. Mi ò ní fake ID. Mi ò ní. Because, ṣé fẹ́ gbọ́ reason. ID tèmi, tí mo ṣí pẹ̀lú orúkọ mi. Every time I'm always having to try and remember the password. Talk less of fake ID. I don't even have that time. Mi ò ní time nìyẹn. Mi ò ní fake ID. Mi ò ní. There are times you understand that maybe something's happened. Some people will call me, somebody's abusing you. Go and watch it. Man, I can't go and watch it, so I should carry my ID and go. You don't have fake ID. I don't have. And I prefer not to even watch all those rubbish nonsense. Abuse me. If you, at least after abusing me, if you shall get money from it, all the best to you. But be assured that as you have sown it into my life, you will receive it back. Àfi tí mi ò bá kí n ṣe kudi. In due course. Except if I am not kudi. As you sow it into my life, be so assured. If it's my children you come for, you will get it 1 million times. From people you don't even expect. Because that, if it is me, if it's my husband, anywhere, like I said in this country, when I came to this country, I told you people that story. I said, I don't know why some of them just gang up there. As I'm married, whoa, like she's having, I used to greet people a lot before. Mom nice. Kì í ṣe pé mi ò nice. Gbogbo bí mo ṣe change yìí. Àwọn ará Island ló sọ mí di bẹ́ẹ̀. I used to greet people's husband. Pẹ̀lẹ́ uncle. That's how they change it, mommy lọ́wọ́. One particular lady like that. Woko lára ni. Kò sí pé anything. There wasn't any. In fact, it was one of them that they confessed to me that they used to come and hide in front of my house because that period, my husband wasn't based here. Do you know that is due to all this jealousy, anger, tó ń ṣe wọ́n náà yìí náà ni? Àwọn náà ló sún ayé mi dé dáadáa báyìí. Because maybe by now my husband gone, bóyá ti lọ fẹ́ lòmíì ní ibi tó where he was based. You understand? Maybe my husband now àti wà ní where he was based, àti marry ẹlòmíì. Sometimes when your enemies are doing bad to you, they are using style to push you to your good luck. Do you understand? They are using style to push you to your good luck. See them, they gang up. And then me, I was alone here with my children, with my 2 kids. I have not yet given birth to boys. It was only my girls. Then my husband will come, do me, fuck me that very well. Toba hang, or hang, Toba hang, atulo. So bashin sheni. So it was, the relationship really was meant to be me here. My husband wasn't here. It was meant to be come and see me. It was meant to be international relationship. Àṣé, they didn't know pé àwọn yìí náà ló sún pé kọ́kọ́ mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa gbé bí o. Ibi ni wọ́n fi fẹ́ fi ṣe fún mi o. Are you people making sense? So that is how I didn't know. Àṣé, when I sleep in the house with my girls, the woman that her husband was, I personally was the one that I invited, because I was the guy's sister. She used to buy gold for me when I had my shop. You understand? So I wanted to then have a birthday party for my daughter, and my husband was going to come in that period. So I then told the lady that she should help me invite the brother. And the brother was married to, these people, So I told the lady, so the lady said, no problem. Can she also invite other people? And of course, and the brother then in this country, they were the socialites. They were the people that were known as socialites. So due to the brother now, maybe when the brother then saw me and went to tell the wife that, if you see that, then I didn't used to be a Yeye Kurdi. My name was Kurdi. I didn't have Yeye in front of it. It's on this Facebook. No, wo fún mi ní orúkọ Yeye yẹn. It's just name that came random from one of these men on Facebook and said, Yeye, oh. That's how I turned to Yeye Kurdi. It's not as if I got the title from anywhere. I didn't joye kokon. It's natural. Men that saw that I have the tendency, the capability, and it was in reference to fashion. You understand? Yeye oh. Yeye oh. Yeye mura. You understand? So that was how I got that title, Yeye. My own title is natural. It's not all this paid for title. I didn't go. I don't have any paid for title. My own is natural for men that just think that I should be called Yeye. So that's how I invited this man. No, the woman. Then I told her that my husband is coming in, So my husband was going to come in with people too that we're having my daughter's birthday. So my daughter was doing 1-year-old birthday, but she had passed 1-year-old, and it was it was mama. I didn't know. So after that birthday, we did dedication in my church. Not dedication, like Thanksgiving, not dedication, sorry. Thanksgiving in my church. I just felt like wearing Iran Buba. It was really very, and that was the time that damask was in vogue. So I wanted to, and I sell gold that time. So I wanted to shout, do Owomi Loke Yaya. That's what they call me. All the people that didn't like me in the church that time, they used to call me Owomi Loke Yaya. Me, if you see them now, kí ni obìnrin yìí kí ló ṣe fún yín gangan, wo lè rí ọ̀rọ̀ kan sọ. Ju pé ó jọra ìlójú. That is all. Ó jọra ìlójú yẹn. Ṣó rí yín kò kí yín ni? No. Ṣó ṣèbàjẹ́ yín? Did she talk ill about you people? None of them will say, mo jókòó pẹ̀lú lágbájá o, àwọn gbọ́ pé mo sọ pé. None. Ìjọ tẹ́ bá ti rí èèyàn tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ pè mí. Can you say it in front of Kurdi? Can you say it in front of Kurdi? So my husband came around. So whilst my husband was around that period, you understand, that birthday after the Thanksgiving, so our church, Redeemed Church, when they saw the people that came with me, not in the church, when they say, your first time in the church, From there, they would then ask you people your address when you are going. So all these people that came, they were Muslims. That lady that buys go and the people that came, they already done party before, a day before. So Sunday, they still came again to do Thanksgiving with me. You know, they really enjoyed the party. You know, so they came to do Thanksgiving with me in my Redeemed church. So Redeemed people, so the Redeemed was very happy. They took their, so this brother now liked the way the pastor canvassed him. You know, I don't know what pastor told him. So the brother now made it a duty to start coming to our church. Oton. You know, your haters, my sweetheart, your haters, they will continue to hate. Wallahi, nothing you can do. Kò sí anything tó lè ṣe. That is how, whilst my husband was around, that period, he let he stayed maybe at that time when my husband comes, he will have to sleep with me very well. You understand? Come ma láti bá mi sùn, because we planned, not that we planned, he was thinking, he was the one that told me later that he really wished, you know, the way we wanted it for the kids to be at once so that they were that back. Do you understand? So ma láti bá mi sùn now. So he will stay maybe like 2-3 weeks. Hello. You understand? So after that, we will see in the church. You know, me and that man will come to our church. We will say, uncle, the man will greet me. Anytime that man is coming into the church, he will bend down and say, mommy, greets me as Ekpelesa. Church members went to tell the wife that, hey, that man is having something to do with Koinsola's mom. When your husband comes to the church like this, he will bend down like this. And your enemies, they will have every reason. Láti máa dààmú. I'm going somewhere. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣèkà fún mi, ẹ máa ń jẹ̀yà yín. Àánú yín ṣe mí. Mi ìdẹ̀ ní gbàdúrà kẹ́ jáwọ́, because continue káyé yín máa bàjẹ́ lọ. Ẹ má jáwọ́ o. Ẹ bá jáwọ́ pẹ́rẹ́. Ayé yín fẹ́ dà nìyẹn. Ẹ má stop o. Just please continue. So that's how this lady, my church members, no, not the lady. So she now carried my church member. Later, and he won't confess. So, come and see confession now. You will think that I'm a jasuma. I have told you people many stories about myself. Ẹ máa rò pé mò ń ṣoògùn ni. Wàláì kì í ṣoògùn, ọlá inú kan ni. Kò kì í ṣe ògùn, ọlá inú kan ni. Yes, quote me anywhere. Pé ọlá inú kan ó jà jògùn lọ. Yes. Ẹ̀yin ẹ máa ṣe lọ, ẹ máa porí kúdí láìdá, ẹ máa tafà sí ìmọ́lẹ̀ kí ẹ dẹ̀ máa gbà padà. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, mísà yẹn á máa dúgbò yìí nínú ilé yín. Ẹ̀yin ẹ máa jù sí mi. But ẹ gbà pé ẹ máa gbà padà nínú ilé yín. Ìlọ́po ni. Yes. Ẹ quote me. That is how these people, the one in my church that they will go and tell her. There's another one that named me Ọlọ́wọ́ mi àbí ọwọ́ mi lókè. Yẹn ò lè sọ Ìgbò. Kò lè fi báírò báyìí. Kò lè sọ Ìgbò. Can't speak English. I want to say, they will go and tell her, they were doing oath and custard for her. They were destroying her and destroying her marriage. And these people have their marriage till dates. These two particular people that were going to her to go and tell her that, because that man, when he enters the church, you know, when you enter the church, and my own girl will be like this, I would have dressed well, on Sunday, bye, maru gege ni, Ọlọ́run ní pa mí, èmi kíni, ma dress well, gan ni, ma make her me very happy. But then I was better by uncle, I was better by mommy, you know, in hailing of, this woman. Oton in the church, yo, because they can do it. That is their lifestyle. So the man will go and we go. That's it. Another Sunday again. He may and may not come. So me. So I didn't know that man too always shabaye. The man too, I think is promiscuous too. I don't know. But man, maybe towards the wife said, but I don't know. So Actually, they will come and park in front of my house in the night. I will be sleeping with my children at home. My husband had gone now. One day, I was sitting in my house. In fact, this particular lady that buys gold for me is the younger sister to this man. So she came to buy gold for her husband. You understand? She came to the house to buy gold for her husband. So when she came into the house, I always have my golds that I sell 18 karat gold. I always have them inside all the gel, except the ones that are choker that we have box. It's always, I don't know if you know, Sha, it's a gel box like that, Sha. Say like that, I wear rings or all those ones that are just ring. So she said she wanted ring for her husband and chain, I think. So after buying it, her husband called her and told her that she should meet her somewhere. She just called me from there and said that, it has happened. I said, what happened? That when she got to that place where they were having something around my house, that her brother too came to that place. Apparently, I think the brother maybe left home before the wife. I don't know, Sha. Then the woman was now saying, who is he seeing? Who is he seeing? Because they have been going in front of my house, dodging in front of my house. They've tried, then maybe by the time they are in front of my house, whilst me, I'm sleeping. You understand? The man will arrive at home, her children will then call her that, daddy, I want it there. So the woman, the man and the woman, I think they had a big fight at the party. It was domestic fight, physical fight, woja. So the woman called me and said, Yakon, can you believe that Lagbaja, this woman that is her companion, is my church member? Sherry gbogbo àwọn tó kù, all the others, tí ó jókòó nulẹ̀ nu wọn, the one that always call me ọwọ́ mi lókè, tí ọkọ ẹ̀ ò bá nà, as in, they will tell her to face the wall. Káwọ́ sókè báyìí, wá fún kòbókò ndì, pa. Yes, ó deserve it. Because intention yín ni pé ẹ̀ ń parọ́ mọ́ ọmọnìkejì yín, ẹ fẹ́ dàlé ẹ̀rù. Why? If that is not happening, the man and her, his pot is always different. Her pot is different. Yaje. Then the one that was already spreading unhealthy rumor that, all that kind of coming to stay in front of my house, that one, the man ran away. That man that the sister is my gold buyer. The man ran away. I don't know, they said the man just carried his bag and ran away from that year till today. Whoa, take a curry man here for some time. Later now in the year, say the man don't go marry one person for London. The other one, ayé gbogbo wọn wá, àwọn kan wọn wá lọ. And I told my husband one thing. I said, honey, the way people are doing things to me, in fact, they still, because they wanted to wicked me. They went to report me to the government that time because mo máa ń ta gold. And ìgbà yẹn, ìwé ò tí wà àti níwèé. So wọn ò mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan lówó. They went to tell the government in the bid of pé, obìnrin ọkọ wa ó fẹ́ ọkọ wa ni. They went to tell the government that mo máa ń travel. Wàláì, tẹ́ bá rí. Ó wá sílé mi. They came to my house in entourage with immigration, with everything. Because ìwọ tó ti níwèé tó ń ta gold, báwo ló ṣe ṣe? How did you do it? Gbà tó dé báyìí mo dẹ̀ wá nú oyún. Oyún ti wà lára mi. Ó dà pé ó ti wọ bí a month. I just was about, oyún ti wà lára mi. Oyún yẹn wálẹ̀ ni. Oyún yẹn wálẹ̀ ni. Oyún yẹn, nígbà tí orí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sán mi, when I saw police saying everything in my house early in the morning, they asked me, where's your husband? Àwọn ọ̀tá wa, gbogbo wọn ló jẹ̀yà ẹ̀. Wàláì mi ò ní parọ́ fún yín. Everybody that sold negatively in my life that period, ó jẹ ìyà ẹ̀. Èyí tó ní òun máa fi mí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ pé mo lose oyún o, òun gan ò rí ọmọ bímọ. Èyí tó ní ọkọ ló máa fi mí sílẹ̀, òun fẹ́ dalé mi rú, kóun máa ṣèbàjẹ́ mi, nǹkan tí ò rí, òun gan ò rí ọkọ dúró tì. Wọ́n ń dó wọn, wọ́n ń gbé wọn jùlẹ̀ ni. Ìtọ́kọ wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí òkun tó gbèrò ibi sí mi, ọkọ ẹ̀ sá lọ ni. Wàláì tó parọ́ mọ́ mi, wàláì ayé ẹ̀ bàjẹ́ ni. Akọ́mọ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. That's the way I brought it into the world. Àwa ò fi ogun wá, mi ò lọ ṣàdúrà lẹ́niwhere. That's why woman sọ fún wa ní, don't ever do evil to anyone. Má dẹ̀ ro ibi sí yàn, má dẹ̀ sọ ìṣépè fún yàn. Kò akọ́mọ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Anybody ṣe sí mi kò dúró just few days ni wàá gbà ìsì ẹ̀. Mo máa ń fọwọ́ sọ àyà sọ ni. Torí akọ́mọ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. That is how I brought it into the world. It's not pé I went anywhere and they dash me. I have to return it. That's how all of them, at a point, they had kuku say I was a witch. Ask them. They're all here. All of them are be here on the social media watching me. Go and ask them. Many of them are redeemed members. Go and ask them. Okay? One Yeye Kurdi. Later, when they now brought my name as Yeye Kurdi, Tolon wa fún mi lóyè. When they I don't know the man. Just men, they will just randomly give you name. No, give you name on social media. And I said, this name makes sense. So, why ti kini ṣe wá change ojú mi? Tó wá ṣe mí lárúgbó. Why this thing can't change my face, yo? Help, oh. Ó dà pọ́wọ́ mi tẹ̀ nǹkan kan ni o. Ó wá ṣe mí lárúgbó, dà pé mo lọ tẹ kíní kan ni. I think I pressed on one thing. Ojú mi wá ṣe bí arúgbó báyìí. Ó dà pé mo lọ tẹ filter kan ni o. I've taken it off filter. I beg, is my face normal? I'm seeing my face like wrinkles. Please, can you see me? Kò mà sẹ́ni tó dá mi lóhùn. I pray, I saw one filter, no. Mi ò fi yọ̀ wọ́n o. Mi ò fi yọ̀ wọ́n o. Gbogbo wọn sá fún mi o. In fact, they said I do jazz. That's what they said. They said calling me winch ológun gbogbo ẹ̀. Àìmọye wọn tó gbórúkọ wa sóríta mẹ́ta nítorí àwa. Ò jẹ́ kí babaláwo wọn sí mi lálẹ́ nítorí àwa. Àwa gbọ́wọ́ kùrùkẹrẹ. Ó dilé aláwo kùrùkẹrẹ. Ó dilé oníṣègùn ogun ọ̀ràn wá o. Ẹ má wulẹ̀ sáré mọ́. Ẹ kàn ń ṣàṣedànù ni. Wàláì, àwọn tó ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín, wọ́n ń waste owó yín. Because let me tell you, there's difference between agbéwá látọ̀run àti ẹni tó wá fi owó rà láyé. Àyànmọ́ mi ni. I don't have a right to do wickedness to you. But if you do it to me or wish it towards me, you're taking it back. Oh my God. You will take it back. Oh my God. Wallahi, for my case, o lè má ní sinmi mọ́ throughout the days of your life. Tó bá jáwọ́. You may not have rest till you leave this mother earth. Tó bá ti jáwọ́. You may not. Bí gbogbo ṣe bẹ̀ sí gbèsè ọ̀rọ̀ wọn nìyẹn o. One after another. One after another. In fact, I won't lie to you. I was shocked one day when one of them came to knock on my door. Yes, after COVID. When one of them came to just knock on my door and asked to come in this house. One day, after COVID, after how many ọdún gbọ̀rọ̀gọ̀dọ̀ gbọ̀ns, tó bá ló kanlẹ̀kùn mi, kó kàn tí ẹ wò táre. You? Money, what? Only can I come in? Money, no. Money, no. I don't know why my spirit said no, and I said no. Only òun wá bẹ̀ mí ni. Money for what? Òun ṣẹ̀ mí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé mọ ọdún náà ṣá? Kò máa ń ṣe 10 years, kò máa ń ṣe 12 years, kò máa ń ṣe ẹ mọ ọdún yẹn ṣá? Because I don't know where they went to. I don't know what happened. I don't know where they went to. Because a ti kọ́ mọ́ mi pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbèrò ká, tẹ́ ṣe ń gbìn ẹ̀ ń kó sí. Àbí ẹ̀ rí ni? Àbí ṣé ojú yín fọ́ ni? Ẹ̀ ń gbìn ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń kó sí. Ẹ̀ ń gbìn iná kíná tẹ́ ń dá. Ẹyẹ gúnugún lẹ fi ń sun. Ara yín lẹ ń sun jẹ nà. Ẹ̀ ń gbìn ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ń kó sí. Ṣé kò yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé ó dà pé àwọn ń wá ikú fúnra wọn? Ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ náà. Mọ̀tẹ́ ní ẹ̀ ní jáwọ́ ni. Wọ́n máa ń sọ wá ní fèrè ọdẹ, ajá tó bá máa sọnù kì í gbọ́ fèrè ọdẹ. Àfìgbà tí ẹ bá para yín lórí ọ̀rọ̀ mi. Kò sí nǹkan tí èèyàn lè ṣe sí. Máa sọ máa ní bó jẹ́ kú ni èrè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ èèyàn. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá ní padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yìn. Dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi o. Dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi o. Dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi o. Bó jẹ́ kú ni ìyàn dẹ̀ pàpàgbà. Nágòdè, wàláì máa jẹun. Kúdí owó á jẹun, Ọlọ́run rí inú. Nígbà tí mo mọ̀ pé kí n ṣe mi mo pa ẹ́, ó wá jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ mi ló wá pa ẹ́. Ìjọ́ yẹn mo máa jẹun, máa ṣe, bó jẹ́ chat ni, bó jẹ́ ibi iṣẹ́ mo máa lọ, mi ò kíá. Bí gbogbo èèyàn ń ké, mo lè má ké. Bí gbogbo èèyàn sọ pé rest in peace, mo lè má sọ. Tí spirit mi bá sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ló máa pa ẹni yìí, mi ní sọ. Èmi ò ń tanra mi, I'm not a hypocrite and I don't pretend. I'm so real. I don't pretend and I'm not a hypocrite. Mi ò ń pretend. Mi ò ń ṣalábòsí. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it, oh. Money, no. Money, you have, but yeah, most of you have greeted me one time, and I answered you. But you die long. Kò need o. Kò need o. In fact, me ní parọ́. I told my redeemed pastor then now pé ó shock mi gan ni, ó shock mi bákan. Nígbà tí èèyàn kan tí àwọn lára àwọn tó ti wọ́n máa pe ìjọba fún yín báyìí. Wá dẹ̀ lọ ṣe àìkà fún yín torí ọ̀rọ̀ tó mọ́wọ́. Ẹ máa ṣe o, àwọn court clerk mi wọ́n ti lọ ń wá àwọn fọ́tò ìbínú orí lára àwọn gèlè tí máa lọ ń wé lọ sí ṣẹ́rí. Àwọn gèlè sọnù mi. This is way back 20 years ago. Àwọn gèlè tí máa ń wé sórí nìyẹn o. Lára ènìyàn o. Tí máa fi ń lọ church. Àwọn ladies. Oh, go and bring more that my hand is showing. Kẹ wá wo ẹ̀yà mi tìkatìka. Ọmọ mi ló mi grad. Àwọn cut clerk mi ló lọ mú wá, méjì ni wọ́n rí mú wá. Go to Facebook ẹ lọ wòran. Gbogbo àwọn kan gbogbo àwọn kan tó pa àwọn 20 years ago. Cut clerk mi ẹ má dà wọ́n lóhùn. Ọ̀rọ̀ wọn gan ti fẹ́ máa sú mi báyìí. Àwọn cut clerk mi ìyá ti no, let them go. Àwọn gèlè burúkú ni máa ń wé ńgbà yẹn. Tí máa gbé nǹkan mi ọ̀kẹ́ kò sí bí àárín. Akọ máa ṣe ni. Wà àwọn ẹni tó bá jókòó sẹ́yìn mi ṣá. Ìwọ ló máa ronú dish satellite dish ni. Bá wá ṣe bá ọwọ́ máa ṣe kárárá. Ìyẹn tún tó ṣé ó tó kẹ́ hate èèyàn lórí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Worst case scenario, wá dé gbórí ọkọ tó bá ti mọ̀ pé gèlè má jókòó sẹ́yìn. Èwo wà ní ti story. Aṣẹ́wó ni kinní kan ni. Pastor wá tún make me ní women president. You understand? Pastor wa ni o make me women president. Ìlara ńkọ́. So kò strange sí mi. Irọ́ ńkọ́. It will be me ló máa sọ story mi fún yín o. Èyí tó bá tẹ́ bá fi pé ó yẹ kẹ́ mọ̀ o. Èmi ò, I don't have to hide the truth about myself. Me, I had a child outside wedlock. So that, anywhere I get to, I want you people to know. I gave birth to, I never got married though. My parents didn't even allow it. They didn't even want to know the person. This is my story. So, èmi ò parọ́ pé, I was once legally married. Then, be my child. Some of them, in fact, later on, I now discovered that the people that were even talking ill about me, that she had a child. In fact, some of them had children outside wedlock in the church. Àwọn wa máa ṣe bí secretary Jesus, but because me, èmi ti sọ tèmi. Wọ́n á máa you know how they will be looking at you like Mariam Babagida's wife, Bongo Zikwe, tó bímọ fún Bongo Zikwe. Do you understand? They will be looking like, oh my God, she had she had a child for musician. She must have been a prostitute that was. If you know my story more than me, who told you to bring that? Okay. If you know my story more than me, then the best thing is talk about it, bó ṣe mọ̀. But don't lie. Can you close the door, please? But don't lie. You know, when I was doing the case of Mercy and co, she actually, her husband, she snatched the man. No, she's not the first wife. So the man too, she too also snatched the man. People let him go story. Orí burúkú tẹ́ máa ń sọ yìí, àwọn story false. Fake. If I'm married to a man that is married, I will say it. Ìbàdàn people do one thing. Kó tó bú èèyàn, wọ́n á ti kọ́kọ́ búra wọn. Yes. And that's the best way in life. Before I talk about you, I will let you know. In fact, this is me. So if I am guilty of snatching somebody's husband or married as a second wife or something, you think I will handle Mercy's case? I won't. I won't, sincerely. I will not. If I am in the position of Mercy or Foluke Daramola, I will never, because it's stupid. Because he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. But because they want to stain you, they want you to look unworthy of whatever you are able to do or say. They just want you to relegate you, degrade you, nonsense you, and people talking about you. If you go and check if you rank Xerox them and check their story, read about their background or ask questions, you will see that they are not worthy to even stand near you. Story wọn dirty. That was what I was experiencing in the church when they made me president. In fact, even the pastor's wife was angry with her husband. She made that seat very hot for me. But we prefer obìnrin kan báyìí tó máa ń já scarf mọ́rí ju èmi lọ. Wọ́n wá ń trouble ara wọn. You know, set of hypocrites. Ìkan wà, man kan wà, ó dìídì sọ pé torí máa ń fi eyelashes sójú, how will I read the Bible? Their sin. Èmi tí mo jẹ́ sinner mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ni wọ́n torí àwọn ló gossip jù nínú church yẹn. You can imagine a sinner condemning a sinner. A man, they gossip, àwọn ló dá gbogbo church yẹn rú tó fi di pé church yẹn ó ti close down. Ẹnu wọn ìjà ni, kùrà àtọkọ àtìyàwó gbogbo wọn. You will never, and I boastfully, I'm so careful of human relationship. Pé mo débi kan, èmi ni mo dábẹ̀rú, ìjà ni, mo fìgò fọ́ wọn lórí ń bẹ́ẹ̀, mo tú bẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá rórúkọ mi ń bẹ́ẹ̀ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má kì mí mọ́. I used to tell the pastor's wife then, I said, this church, Yoruba people, I'm sorry if you are Yoruba, you know what I'm saying. You people should be careful. Church yẹn tú mọ́ wọn lórí ni. Because àwọn Yoruba, ìwà wọn nìyẹn. If Yoruba sees that Yoruba is progressing somewhere, they will be the one to go there and go. And when they made me woman president, àwọn ló ń finá sí mi ní abẹ́. I couldn't talk because I saw that pastor believed so much in me. I wanted to give me so much responsibility. Àtìyàwó àti àwọn kan wọ́n gbógun tì ní pé àwọn ò like ẹni. But ìbàjẹ́ ènìyàn, ǹjẹ́ ó dáṣẹ́ Olúwa dúró? Wàláì kò dáṣẹ́ Olúwa dúró. The part I was meant to play in the church, I played it. I left. Mi ò dẹ̀ fi fọ́. Mi ò fi fọ́. Wàláì mi ò fi fọ́. When I left the church, kò pẹ́ náà, ó ti church yẹn. Ìkejì náà, when I left, kò pẹ́ náà, ó ti bẹ̀. Èmi máa ń build, máa ń kọ́, mo máa ń build nǹkan ni. Mi ò fi fọ́ o. Tí n bá wà ńbẹ̀ wò ní ti church yẹn. Because I am a builder. I'm not a destroyer. I am a builder. You can't move with me as a friend. Kò ní marriage, kí marriage ẹ dàrú, kì í ṣe ní ojú mi, àfi tí mi ò bá mọ̀. Mo lè wá, tó bá lọ tí n bá ti rí pé ò ń ṣe èèyàn gidi tí mo marriage ẹ lè wá dàrú. Not that mo fi ń ṣe pé mo mọ̀ jù, but I love peace. I am a peacemaker. Ọlọ́run bá ń fún mi ní ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Bá dá sọ̀rọ̀. Bọ́n pé inú yín máa rọ̀ ni. Ọlọ́run máa ń fún mi ṣe. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọkọ kí n ba ìyàwó jẹ́, kí n lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyàwó kí n bọ́kọ jẹ́. I always make sure that anybody around me, you have happiness in your life. Because Ọlọ́run fún mi. So I want everybody around me to enjoy it. You can't be around me and not be happy. Objection, I need a translator before this honorable court can continue. I plead my case. In which area? In which area? Can you please elaborate? In which area? Kindly tell me where you want me to translate, and I will do the needful. Lamusa? Lamusa, please. Yeye, I went to one church like that the last time I went in Nigeria. Okay. Sis, you need to see their members, how angry they were in less than 2 months. When I heard what some people said, I was just laughing. And it's usually those that are not even up to your shoe level. Church that I just went for a few weeks. So Funny enough, I don't have a single friend in the church. They started saying she's proud, she's this, she's that. Very ugly people. You see, it's not about even the ugliness. It is about not only church, even on Facebook, we have it. You have people on Facebook that they will just be the ones going to conspire with people, go and do update for her, go and testiload you, go and fight her. Who is she? She's calling you this one, she's calling you that one. You understand all those rubbish and like bajantis nonsense? You get what I mean? A conspiracy ni. Every way to try and bring it down, every way to try and rubbish you, every way to try and dirty you. It's all they are looking for. They want people to just hate you. They start to label you names, she's a bully on that page. But the people that come to the page, if they see that the page is bullying people, then all of us, we are not well. Abi, if this page is actually bullying people, then what's happening? What is happening? We know on this page that we don't bully. The only time you will find yourself saying that you are being bullied is when you come here and insult me. So you expect me to say, thank you, I love you. No, I'm human. When you come here, if we're discussing a topic, how dare you come here and say, why are you talking about this topic? Is it any of your business? Are you okay? Or you come and tell us your own life history. How you snatched your husband. How your daughter is this. How this is that in your life. You this Ashewo. Do you think we don't know your story in Ikeja? And now you expect me to say, thank you, you're welcome. You are very kind. No, I will give it to you. Especially when you even use fake ID. Yellow Dunju. I will give it to you. Then in the night, when I'm praying, I will remember that your name. Or say the person that came that are troubling my Israel. Father, Lord, give them unrest. As they are wishing my daughter, as they are wishing me. Father, Lord, in their family. Let this be their portion. Let this go wrong for them. Let them do this. Let disgrace and dini come. Let trials and tribulation arise for them. As they are wishing people ganging up against me. Father, Lord, let people gang against them. Let them die in Egypt. Let them cool in this thing. Let unrest be their person. Father, give them unrest. Yes. The Bible tells us that do not pray for your enemy. Curse them. Curse. Befuwa. That is your weapon. As they are defaming my character, lying on me that I'm a bully. Father, let people arise against them. Call them bullies. Let them do this. As they are coming against my daughter. Father, let people come against their daughter. Ni lokpo. Jehovah, sokale. Holy mercy. Holy Michael. Ida. Ba. Give it to them. Yes. Don't dish it if you don't want it back. Don't dish it if you don't want it back. If you don't want it back, don't dish it. Dish it only when you can receive it. You don't bully people. You don't talk down on people. You don't talk down on people's children. You don't talk down on people's family. You don't lie on people and think that you will go scot-free. No. That person may not talk, but that person is going down on her knees. Except you, those of you that don't go down on your knees. I do. I may not talk. So you expect me to be quiet. No. You will find no rest if you don't give me rest. If you are doing it in secret with fake ID, in that fake ID, the same way God arose against the Egyptians, that shall be your portion. You will not find rest. Oh, Nini, see me. And if you are coming out physically, and because everybody is so used to me, I don't want you to digress and divert my business. Social media, I know it. I will mention your name whilst I'm praying. And hand you over to Holy Michael. Ida, Bas. They will be the one fighting you. Wallahi, thousands will rise against you. In fact, wa bogun lo. Yes, quote me. Because I know the God that I serve. If I don't come for you, if you like, continue to come for me. If you change, I won't be happy. Please, continue to plan evil against me. I'm enjoying it. Me, that's a promise that I'll keep progressing, but you will continue to go down. Write it down. My people, that's why I've told you people on this platform, worry not. I've told you people, when you see them doing all they are doing, worry not. Most important thing is, what is she talking about? Is it open talk? If it is open talk, you are saying it, okay. It's not as if you will hear me say, have you heard? Hey, do you know that Lagbaja's wife has been going to fuck somebody's house in the Nikon Clinic? You understand all these stories that some people will go and be lying from background to? I don't do it. If bloggers have brought it out, they will be the one to tell us the story. Our own is to come and Abayifi Ajasa see, we will now use it talk. Thank God, it's kuku my phone and my data that I'm using. And it's my network. A minimum power. You understand? So, share minimum share. Some of you, do you know to an extent, you will talk something, they will change it. That's how some of them came out for me one time and said I was abusing Naomi. That I was abusing Queen Naomi. That Naomi wife. One even actually abused me on my platform. He went to my Instagram and said, that's how she was abusing Biola. That lady that came out to tell us that she did surrogacy. She had a surrogate mother. That I was abusing her. I should bring out my story. How can you be talking about Biola like that? Mo lanu mi le báyìí pé people will continue to lie on me. People will lie on you. In fact, you self wa ronu kuni. Yes. Write it down. If any of you don't come to the platform, do you understand, to listen to my chat? You know the ones that hate you naturally, they will be there condemning you, and God will condemn them. The ones that are older than me, that have me as a younger sister, God will condemn all their younger sisters wherever they go. Yes. Do it to me and receive it in 1 million folds. And when I saw and said, I condemn Biola, I couldn't, more weak. People will type about you. You will shock. That's why those that hate you, they will never stop hating you. Trust me, it's everything they want in life that God gave you or is on you. And God refused to give them. That's what they hate. So there's nothing I'm going to do about it. I'm dealing with it. Only that I'm pitying them small sometimes when they are suffering as a result of what they are doing to me. Oh, they need Bombay. Ko Bombay, show me lucky. Ko Bombay, show me lucky. Where they need Bombay? Show ma kunwe. Show ma she won't ma gbogun tie. Because be she gbe ogun ti ara yin. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run ṣe máa bá mi máa gbógun tì yín. Idà ò ní tọ́nu lé yín bí àwọn Ísírẹ́lì. Idà ò ní tọ́nu lé yín. Mo ní Bíọ́lá, abeg, did anybody? I couldn't even, it's all my shame. I should call you people and say, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá wo bébà, ṣé mo bú. That's what they said. So one again opened this chat for me and said I abuse Oni of Ile-Ife. My opa, are these people okay? In fact, even these Larits, if you know me very well, Larit have had cases on the social media several times that, as a matter of fact, I always come here to come and be taking side with her. If you remember, when she went to throw bottle on Messi, maybe because Messi's case was on the field then, I was saying, that Larry, I didn't know. That's why it's not always good to be laughing, when somebody has done something not good. Let us say, why throw bottle? You can as well talk now. Do you understand? Because ashe, my own too go come. When they were, that Nkechi too, that time, when she did it to Jide Kosoko then, me, I was among the people that were saying, even then, Jide Kosoko gone, why did the man also say that in that industry, they always sleep with each other, kiniko kiniko? Do you get? If to say I talk on that, I say, waiting she do not good. No, it's not good. Not being she come they swear for her children that time because of our honorable. So it's always better. Because many times that Larita, even when they went for that wedding, K1's wedding that time, I was saying that what's their own? They went noni kilowa kini batubawa lonko. Before just talk and there say now wow they for not go abiba. She's never had a bad record on this page. Never. I was telling my friend that see the Larry that we were even saying nice things about, turn around to show her real. I'm telling you, on this platform. In fact, she's one lady that I've shown real. Me, I've always liked her. I don't anymore though. But then before 2 days ago, she's never had anything she does. It's always okay by me. Madam Auntie Larry. You tired, me? Abeg, don't make me laugh. Hope the titles are enough, Auntie Madam. Oh, don't make me laugh, abeg. Ẹ má pa mí pẹ̀lẹ́rìn, abeg. Let's forget. True. Mama, no, lady here. Every time she does anything, me, I'll come and be praising her here. It will be sweeting me. It was a fact. Yeah, I'm telling you, Olufunlaya, that exactly. I suspected that no, this doesn't look right. This lady, why did she come for me in this manner? I was shocked. Yeah, Lola, I actually liked her shape. I was saying it. I said, that lady, to me, I always, if maybe they're abusing her, anything, me, I always come here to give her good accolades, which can never happen again anyway. Never. I was like, I said something. I said, it seemed like this lady is gang fighting. I said it. If you go and listen to my 2 talks, I said it, but I wasn't too sure. But I said, if she's gang fighting, I felt there was something not right. The anger in her updates, the message she was passing her, it was too aggressive. I was thinking, and I immediately I read something. I said, okay, now I now get what is happening. I now it was more or less, go and give it to her. Who is she that she will be saying this one to you? Go and give it to her. That was the kind of way she wrote, like a small baby that was pushed to go and write out something. Yeah. No. That story is false. I put it out and, because I have facts, false, Kwereme is not yet charged. The decision will be made, I think, 5th of May or 6th or 10th of May. It's a false rumor. It's not true. That Ekwereme stories, because I have fact checkers information on my page. When I put it out, it gave me false information straight up. It's not true. That story is a lie. They have not made a decision yet. And in the first place, why is it only Ekwereme's decision? If we are hearing about Ekwereme, we have to hear about the doctor and his wife. So it's not true. That story is false. That Ekwereme story is false. It's probably a projection. People saying it's a projection from them. It's not yet, I did it. I put it out and the fact checker told me false information. And Facebook has fact checker, is in May. They are going to decide first week in May. So was it not the Larry that helped us slap Merciless? No, she didn't slap. Oh no, she didn't slap. She didn't slap. She didn't slap. She didn't slap. She only threw bottle. Then we should have just said it that no, it's not good for women to fight. It's not cheeky. It's not beautiful for women to fight. You understand? It's not. I don't roll with such people. I don't. In fact, me, Timothy I don't know people that do it personally. I only hear, I don't have, I'm not, I didn't grow up with people that do such a thing, fighting and, roll. So, George Adebisi, Auntie Ramota, no, hey, they brought out that rumor today. Is one boy like that on? Yeah, she threw bottle. Yeah, she threw bottle. She didn't slap Messi. She threw bottle. People are just guessing his final. Yes, yes. They are having that projection, like it's not, they've not decided on the case. No, that's, Shirley, we don't roll like that. No, we don't roll like that. No, it's not ladylike. It's not, no, we don't roll like that. No. So back to us. In fact, we have talked. I'm very happy I just said all those things. So back to us. Now, this lady, Blessing is going to go back. Oh. I'm not praying for that too. Bisola Kuda, I see. I'm not praying for that too. My people come. This thing, when people die, she woman lotoni. So, Bimbo, call on for okay. This thing is not to joke. This thing is not to joke. Olon, can't you give Blessing a slap? Like, I want for tita cause permanent dizziness. If it is true, this thing that they brought out, this thing that GLB, the picture GLB placed, GLB that gave us puzzle. The table and the table in that bed that IVD displayed. Do you understand? The table. Let me show you people. Come on, you ask my body, they shake. Me will explain that. My court clerk, they have sent him more pictures. Again, showing Kato Losibe. See my court clerk. They have gone to bring. Ejo. No, see waiting my court clerk go bring. This will not be church. Now party. If I put this I want about me eyeshadow. Now party make them pinch hayash, make hayash go down. Deflating is now and they know you are being wicked. Ejo, ewo jewelry lọ́wọ́ mi. Let me go here. See. Ewo I dey pose nìyẹn o. I dey pose nìyẹn. Shebi I told you people that used to wear ring ní forehand. Zazu try to me. Okay. Wallahi fẹ́ mọ̀. Na court clerk go bring all this thing, no. You know, in the days of Anko, I don't move closer now. In the days of Anko, you remember the days of Anko? The man and woman go wear same clothes. See, make I dey show you. Now cut clerk go bring am for me. Oh, I know. I lie. See, you not see my charm? You not see the teddy bear? Irú ẹ̀ ni mo fi ń ṣe pendant sí yo. Rí dáadáa o. Ó dùn mí gan o. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo wà sára yẹn, wà sórí wà sọ́rùn ni o. Oh no. That is Saudi gold o. Then the charm, rí charm mi. Ẹ máa rò pé pendant ọrùn ni. Oh God, you people are not seeing me very well. Ó dùn mí gan ni. You just dey pay me. Ìyá Ìjẹ̀bú. Ẹ wo bí mo ṣe wà sórí, tí mo wà sára. Cut clerk na him go. I don't know if una dey see am o. Thank you, Toyin Salami. Okay, this was my shop. That time when I had African shop. This was my shop. That's me. I don't know if una dey see am o. All these things don't take. Ó ti pẹ́. Ó ti pẹ́. Cut clerk try you. Oga, Yeye, you are available. They don't know. I'm not available. You are unavailable. They don't know. They don't know. They see you at all. I'm not there available. Mo fẹ́ lọ ná. I said I was going somewhere here to go and bring that something that this lover, the way this lover dissects. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ. Okay, see. Hey. See, this place. Okay, see. You know that on the day of IVD's birthday, which was just few days ago, I'm coming. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe scarf mi dáadáa. Kò dà pé scarf yẹn ó fẹ́ tú. I dey come. You don't say that shop one. You don't say. Ó ti pẹ́ o. You don't say o. That shop one maybe 17 years, 15, 16 years ago. Ni ó ti pẹ́. You don't say. And that's why ó ti pẹ́ long song. Not be recent o at all. So now see this. You know that on the day of IVD's birthday, few days ago, that was last week. In fact, people were even abusing him. You know, instead of people to be, they were abusing him. In fact, some people were even saying it's a lie. He did IVD to IVD, but lying as if na woman send them all those cards, and the person had nice things to say about him. You are close to God. You are a God-fearing man. You know all those. He was opening all kinds of things. So people were abusing him. They were insulting him. I think he even closed his comment section, but people on bloggers sports, bloggers have put it on their page. Àwọn èèyàn ń bú. They were abusing. Some said for all they care that this thing is fake, that they are very sure that he is the one sending it to himself. Who cares? Who is dating? Who, you know, people were really running him down. So we don't take her like that. Me, I just felt it wasn't important to talk about it. You know, I wasn't interested in him. I didn't care about him, really, to be sincere. I felt he was just one stupid person that I didn't care about. I was just like, you know, when Bimbo was alive, we really talked on his matter. You know, but after the death of Bimbo, Moko switch off from him. Ni. So, Naim, Ejo, this Blessing swimming trunk, me, I like swimming trunk, but Blessing is things always. Why it is Blessing swimming trunk? Why should that be Atilogun wear? Because that bra top that she wore, we used to wear it for Atilogun because I was an Atilogun dancer when I was in secondary school. We used to wear it for Atilogun. So why is Blessing swimming trunk? Because I don't think this is normal swimming trunk now. I think she sold it. I don't want to show Blessing Yasho. Because she wear G-string. Atigbati Blessing ti shady. It's as if she has been wanting, she's been admiring. What's that our girl's own? ìyẹn adẹ̀ ti use mọ́ look ẹ̀ yẹn o tí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó tí ó Justin's wife ex, what's that our girl's son? Very local. So it's yeah. G-string blessing ni. No, G-string blessing kò ń ṣe normal G-string. What is that our girl's name now? Oh, Justin's babe. Now Krikab. Justin's abriba. I not there. Una, what's that our guest name? Una not even answer me. Cora. Moyoluwa darling sis. Thank you. Cora. It's as if Blessing has been eyeing Cora. You know, Cora is effortlessly no finish it here. At use him more. Even if Cora wear clothes, people go talk concept because it seems like Cora, people are so used to her, you know, dressing like this, and it's not like I think a lot of people have decided that they cover her for even if they like her, she's loved with her. Some people are still complaining, but at least Cora, everybody is used to it. Blessing's son, the way Blessing is going about the matter, as if Blessing has a yearning. You understand? When tó ń bá shady, in fact, swimming trunk, I can't show it. I can't show it. Go to Telegram because I don't think even Facebook will allow it. Go to Telegram and go and see it on Gist Lovers page. Yeah. So the one that I'm concerned about, that I wanted to show you people, that maybe some of you didn't get to read, and then we talk on it, is okay. You know that the bed that IVD showed us, the bed IVD showed us, that look at it. Can you see the bed? Can you see the bed? Can you see where that pointer is? They pointed at the arrow. The arrow is pointing to a table in that room. Because when I looked at that room, definitely it's a hotel room. I looked at the room, even though IVD didn't show his face. And if people will remember, when Bimbo was alive, they told us that IVD has a guadaj, you know, an unhealed wound. So maybe Blessing don't take care wound yẹn sin. I'm just trying to explain things to you people. Maybe Blessing ló terisi. So I say IVD. This lover then showed us that if you can see that arrow, mind you, that's the same place she too is. So she's the one that arranged with the. Can you see the table now? So, and she was receiving call. She didn't purposely do it. Can you see where she is? So when that guy was showing that thing, she was in the room. Hey, ó dà pé ẹ rí o. Àbí na only me. Can you see? Can you see the table? Can you see this table? That is her own side. The same side. If you look at it, go and look at it, you will notice that she was at this side and was doing her own thing. And she did this thing online. Ibi tó ti mess up nìyẹn, table yẹn ló reveal wọn. The table revealed them. Mi ò mọ̀, go and look at it. Blessing can do anything for money. She fit even lick the wound. Shelly, the girl no smart. So I'm not thinking in my head. Because you know this, when they did tattoo on the eye, I said maybe Blessing just they take that thing, chase clouds. Do you understand? They wouldn't go to that extent. They wouldn't go to that extent. Do you understand? To now start to be chasing clouds. Because if you notice all these things that guy was showing, it looks like Blessing's idea. The thing looks like Igbe Kengbafo. Very rasp. The balloon, everything look very tacky. It doesn't look like idea of any ajebo. It look like Mbeke say, but they did Yeye. Okay, I'm calling herself a relation. No, yes, that's luggage stand. Yeah. What I'm saying is that, you know, the guy didn't want us to know. He said the love was his life, you know, and everybody was so angry that Bimbo never even reached heaven. She never even, we are, you know, is she, you know, like, this is daring. This is, you know, people were abusing him. How can he showcase such a thing? Is no human feeling, you know, at least pretend, even if, you know, just at least let people know, because everybody's like, for me, I have a feeling is the one that pushed people into that fire with the way it is. Yeah, the tattoo stuff is real. Oh. It's on IVD's hand. He wrote blessing name on his hand. It's very obvious when he's showing the gift stuff. Thank you. I thought maybe it's for clutches, but you know, we know people have been saying it. Everything we've been seeing, but I've still been in like blessing for who we know. You know, she cloud chases. She might just be doing it for ranting and for, you know, just so that people will be coming to her page, then she'll be advertising. You know, understand? But it's for real. The table is reflecting from a mirror, which means Blessing was standing at the other side of the room. Yes, Remi Sherifa Oriyomi, God bless you. Now, you people are getting me. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. That this revelation now really ascertained to me that so Blessing true they bench that guy. I can't they think they must have been together while Bimbo was here. My body, ara mi segiri. My people, you know, I won't lie to you people. Number one, not be say before, I get any feeling for Blessing. Oh, I come and be say, and I used to look at Blessing as a better. No, it's not like that. I just really think, knowing fully where she has intention to date the guy, if it leads to anything else, why did she then go after Bimbo in such a senseless manner? Do you know if she had kept it quiet and just be looking? Do you understand? Let IVD deal with the public and deal with Bimbo's family. Then later on, CEO Blessing now start to date or start, you know, showcase herself in his life. I bet people wouldn't. I personally wouldn't say much. I probably won't even understand. I won't even think. But the fact that Bimbo they never remove her body for hospital. Blessing don't they do chat. Blessing deserves that when they remanded her in custody, she deserves it. Even before that, I was even thinking her a year small. Now I really think they need to take her back. That is why she had the nerve to say all she did. She spoke too much during her live show. Yeah, if she, you know, I thought maybe it was on, because I felt it was more of, Blessing being a speaker and trying to just take side with that guy. Do you understand? You know how some people will just say, I'm just doing this to help this guy. Just take side. She was so vindictive. She was attacking Bimbo in death, attacking Bimbo's sister. No, she deserves to be locked up. I'm not even sorry. I wouldn't want to use the word, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Somebody is sending me a picture. What picture is that? I'm sorry. Wait, let me see if it's one important thing. Anyhow, more beauty send this. Well, I'll look at it later. I can't see it. You know, I felt so bad. When I saw that, I said, I went to sit down. You will think I'm studying one thing, you know. I went to sit down. I looked at it. I said, So that time that guy was showing her that on that birthday, she was one side. You can see her makeup. That and came makeup. In fact, do you know I actually look at her as okay before, But lately, I just look at her as real Ngbeke. Real one. Igbo people, sorry, oh. Real Ngbeke, real one. That's how I look at her now. She's really a bad girl. She is insensitive. And you know, that was my word then, that she's so insensitive. But now she's wicked. If someone like, if she's normal, she's supposed to know that the fact that she knows that she is having something to do with this man, that is even the reason why she shouldn't have spoken about it. She shouldn't have spoken about it. She's not supposed to talk against that lady. If she wanted to, maybe with the man or in her circle, not come public. Then later on, they will now fish out all these things. And she's not scared. That's why I'm asking. I say, so when people die, they go through. It's only God that will be helping them to judge people. Blessing has always been a senseless Ngbeke. In fact, a typical one. A typical one. I'm so ashamed of her. And she spoke on Bimbo. It was as if she was close to them during that Bimbo has always wanted to die. Bimbo has always wanted, she was saying it. Yeye, nothing anybody can tell me. Blessing is already in picture before late Bimbo's death. I believe you, sincerely. Alima Ashabi, I believe you. In fact, this devolution is what makes me to believe you. She is wicked. And you know, that audacity, she has guts. You know that guts of who won't catch me? Talole mumi. She's not scared. It's not about being not normal. If she's not normal, if she's truly mad, yes, madness, we will look at it that's diminished responsibility because I want weary. But our own madness is not madness of really weary. It's madness of I'm going to be with this guy and putting down no respect for Bimbo at all. No, I don't know if dead people die. In fact, Blessing deserves Holy Ghost slap. I'm telling you, really. I'm not trying to instigate or incite anything against her. But to be sincere, I am not happy with that girl. I don't think she's wicked. She has a disorder. Really? Really? Maureen, you think she has a disorder? Like I say disorder. Yeah, disorder. Like some people say she has bipolar or something like that. Why do you say so? So you are trying to make me accept that she's not doing this thing in her right mind. Are you sure? Is it because of the fact that she has at one point or the other, at one point when she went to lie about a house, that's why you're thinking like that? Maureen, I just want you to please elaborate. She needs to return to Kirikiri. Is where that's what I think. Oh. But let me hear from that side of Maureen saying that she has a disorder. The dead don't sleep completely. But what happened, Shukura? What happened? Please tell me. Because iru ele yokpo now. I doubt it if she even respects herself in any way. She doesn't have a disorder. She's money conscious and will do anything to get it. I think so too. She just wants to be a celebrity by force. And you can tell that everything she has is always on low budget. Sorry, I have to be truthful. If you look at her where she says she opened therapist clinic Congo, mo wo kini yen, àwọn velvet ni wo fi ṣe. It doesn't have any class, like money day. Even the IVD that they said has money, I bet it doesn't have again. In fact, I'm sure she's happy the way being, but no, that was actually how she behaved. She doesn't have common positive things to say about her. Even if she's talking about her, Yeye, you can fetch out the hatred she has for Bimbo. That is true. All pronouncement from her. She, like 1 or 2 times I just listened to her when she was talking about Bimbo. I couldn't finish watching because she was spewing from her mouth. I could just see hatred. Do you get what I mean? And that's what happens when you see people that hate you. When people hate you, they will just be talking everything hatred. They have nothing. They won't be able to tell anybody or tell people what is your offense. So it was just hatred. Is it hatred based on because she was sharing the same man, or good riddance? She's felt very happy that Bimbo that Bimbo has always wanted to die. Mi ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. That she has always wanted to die. It was from her mouth I heard that Bimbo has always wanted to die. I say she might have a disorder, but is very desperate to be a big girl. But is there to be a gig and very insensitive towards people. Very, very tochuku therapy that no one goes to. Exactly. What does Blessing have to say or teach people? She should just close down that therapy session. Me, I saw it that she opened therapy. Mohani therapy kini ejo. Is it for the single people or for married couples? Yeah, you use people that listen to her that will tell me. Because I just saw relationship therapy or kinikon, abi therapist relationship, abi kinikon. Bimbo's go should wipe her oriamo. No, true. This thing is not fun, yo. I don't know if no, they you know that they can invoke Bimbo's spirits. It's because the mother is good, oh. But the head of those children, oh my gosh, oh. Blessing ma jẹ̀yà o. Blessing is wicked, and I said it from the get-go when she was giving interviews. All she said about Bimbo were hateful. I told everyone she was dating IVD. Really? I didn't know. I didn't think she was dating IVD. Let me tell you what I thought. I thought it was a tribalistic motive. That because she's Igbo, IVD is Igbo, she just felt, she should take side. That was what I thought. I never thought she was dating IVD. And when it kept going on, and I was like, why are they fixated on this Blessing issue? Blessing is only just being tribalistic that, okay, you Yoruba people don't come for us, so this boy is not like that. Like that. So that was what I thought. Until when they went on and on, people argued. I told them time we discuss. In fact, Onowo, trust me, if I had seen your comment then, I would have actually argued with you. I'm telling you, it's until now. I mean, especially today, I knew she was hateful, but I thought it was basically on tribalistic motive. That was what I thought, that she was just being tribalistic. I didn't, but now, I now believe. Thank you so much, Farida. Blessing CEO will eventually reap everything she sowed. IVD won't go free. No, because at one point in my heart, I may be wrong, I started having the feeling that purposely IVD allowed Bimbo to burn and die. You understand? I'm not sure if he pushed her in, but I have a feeling he is an accomplice. I think that, Bimbo did that, poured fuel out of anger. He would have dragged her, he would have saved her, he would have done everything, at least for her not to do that. But he left her, and for me, I think he left her to burn. And we were told, if not for the Megad, who was it that came around, she would have just died in there. It was the Megad that, been around, and he wasn't the one that took Bimbo to the hospital. That is, what's his name? IVD. He wasn't the one that took Bimbo to the hospital. So that's why I have a feeling. I hope the truth is that this case is in court. Because for me, I think they all need to go to jail. I don't know about, this person may not go to jail. What's her name? Blessing. But IVD, I think it deserves to go to jail. If you know, if it was Nigeria abroad, there would have been forensic, you know, they would do forensic, they would do babala forensic. They will look at everything, footprints, everything. They will make sure they would be able to explain to us. They will give us footage of how it went, who pushed who. They will do everything. But Nigeria, I bet, is guesswork they want to use and do that case. Okay, it was Bimbo's brother. He was there during the incident. Yeye. Okay, not the Megan. But in the end, if Bimbo's brother was there, but he said he came in, it was as if he came in. He wasn't there when the fight started. He came in. So he was there when the sister was putting fuel in the house. Gbogbo wọn jẹ̀bi o. Gbogbo wọn jẹ̀bi. I don't think these people should be left. No, I know Blessing they won't be able to charge her for what she wasn't there. You understand? So that one is by the side. But the guy, that IVD, the audacity, yeah. So he said, and I kept on saying she should be sued for defamation of character. Yes, that's the part that I accept with you. The audacity, everything as if she was present in the house. The authority in her voice was what made me know she was sexually linked to the guy. She made me weep for Bimbo's family. Truly, in fact, the authority in her voice only made me feel she hated Bimbo with a passion. And I actually thought it was a tribalistic thing. That was the motive. You know, I was looking at her like, oh, she's trying to take sides with, you know, and okay, as a speaker and as an influencer, okay, I'm going to speak for this person. And she actually said it at one point that, oh, she was the one that took side with that people didn't support her. Other, you know, people didn't, that, you know, it is IVD's turn now, that, you know, when people get in trouble, like those actresses, she expected them to support her, influencers to support her, you know, what she was doing, you know, but nobody did. I bet people were cautioning her to stop, but she didn't listen. I actually thought it was just sincerely that she was just doing Igbo affairs. That was all I was thinking. But with the way it is, Eruba amigo, we are very human being. A person not get sense, so her sense is hey, and she say go do yansh join her. Her sense don't enter her buttocks. Yes, the man watched his wife burn. Correct. It was for me as if he did it. He pushed her. For me, even though they said it was the cutting. So to me, I still believe he pushed her. If it's true, all the story we heard that he has wound on his body, on his leg, that they're always taking care of and doing some sacrifice on the leg so that money will keep coming. Those kind of people, what can they do? And it only also leg because of money. So with the leg now, that Bimbo is the one taking care of it. So Blessing have resumed duty. I won't be surprised now if she too, not a cause, so people to go and write it down. You know, Bimbo's death is mysterious, and she was hearing voices. At a point, gone, they said Bimbo have started losing it. Gone. She was losing her mind. She was beginning to hear dreams, have terrible nightmares. So Emma was surprised. If that's in Terry, she go do big girl for a few days. Then after now, she too go join Bimbo. I'm not swearing for her. It's just because they said those things. They asked for too much. Maybe anybody following that guy. Now so the thing go, they carry them go. The people should know where you go and be finding your money. Know where you go and be finding your money. Because if all those things they said, one woman in Cotonou that they used to go and do, all those jazz, just to live in Lekki. And it's because of that house. They said that's just the only thing remaining. Car lots, they say everything don't go. No, they have to jail that guy. they have to jail that guy. Let Blessing resume the duty and let her to come and start seeing those spirits. Because, from stories, when GMB gave us the update that time, they said Bimbo have said seeing, those people, the spirits. And they showed us the leg that used to suck, that used to eat food, eat noodles, eat blood, eat rice. And Bimbo used to be the one dressing the wound. She was the only one. And why is it that that girl called Blessing kept on saying to us that Bimbo wanted to die? She has always wanted to die. Remember she said it. What did they see? I think IVD knew one life must be sacrificed. He saw the opportunity to use Bimbo. And maybe that's why I don't think he's broke, because the picture they put there, he even looks fatter. IVD sell castle for Lekki area. He was opening another one. In Jena. Olo Bimbo ni o. He was broke. He was broke before Bimbo died, though. That's why they said they've sold everything. Said Bimbo said, at least let her have that. Is it the Lekki house? Dofi Dipo Oriku Yeo. I didn't know that he has opened another one. Hey, no wonder. I saw that one car lot that Blessing has been going to go and be shaking her yash. Maybe not that place. So hey, have you people noticed Blessing doing video in front of one car lot like that? Hey, maybe that is IVD's place. Don't be saying what you are not sure of. Opening. Which spirit? What did you see with your eyes? Stella, who are you asking question? Please, who is Stella questioning? Stella, Joe, who are you asking question? Is it me or which spirit? Stella, IKEA, Biki Loruko, because we have one restaurant, I say restaurant shop here that they call IKEA. Are you asking me? Stella, are you asking me? I don't understand though, Stella. Are you a living thing? Yeye, you have forgotten Bimbo wanted the house because they were going to end the relation and Bimbo wanted the house. Yeah, she wanted that house that that was what she was fighting for, the key. But IVD took the key. You remember? And no, the paper of the house, the document of the house. She ran to the house to get it, but IVD took it from her. That was what she wanted. At least let her have that one, then she can go. Don't be saying what you are not sure of openly. Which spirit? What happened? Stella, which spirit? Are you the spirit? Stella, are you the spirit? Are you the spirit? So that we can know what to say now. Because we are looking for, are you the spirit? Yeye said, are you a living thing? No. Are you the spirit? Are you a... because I'm now scared though. It's late now. Because let spirit not come here now. Abi, which spirit? No, okay, Abi, is she asking me when I said that the leg that they showed us, the wound that is eating noodles and everything? Answer now, Stella, we have been waiting for you since. How can you come and be distracting our chat? Spirit don't enter. Lala. Stella can't be what Chabayo. She don't be what Sario. I can't fear. I quickly remove her comments. Stella don't make us run. We run for cuts. Everybody drop phone, run. Gree, 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 gree. I mean, spirit enter cuts ni. Because you say, don't they talk with you know which spirit you see. Everything, mommy. Yeah. Hey, even the day they arrested her, it was in IVD. They went to pick her up. Okay. Hey, really? Hmm. No, I not think so. That place looked like a residential busy road, sha. It wasn't a residential, but it looked like a busy road. It was like a really busy road, but it didn't look like Victoria Island and Lekki that they said this office is. I've been first tag the office day. It looked like the place they went to pick her didn't look with that bus with pink adire. Hmm. Bimbo loved and gave way too much. It's true. She gave everything. And people that knew her, I saw one of their comments. One of them said they went to the same secondary school and knew her afterward. She said Bimbo, she said Bimbo, men used to, that she was so pretty that people really, men were wanted her. But that she went for this guy. May we not be attracted to what we cut short our life. If she not marry this Akpabio now, Gringori, he go still there alive. Alive. Maybe not as a social media influencer, be whatever people will call it, but she go there alive. Rumor has it that Blessing was arrested in IVD. So okay. If somebody just mentioned that too, and I was like, I saw the arrest, I just saw the video, but it didn't look like a car lot, and we didn't see IVD there coming to, following her out. Now, wow, they are not even ashamed of themselves. It's not even about shame. Oh, the battle that we can't fight, God of vengeance will fight it for us. The head of those children, because they said that Bimbo lady, that she gave it all, like you rightly said. All those things that they told us, they be updated. The video showed the residential area for me too, but I don't know. It didn't look like an office. I saw a gate. When they turned this way, I saw the side. It looked like they came out from a gate, from a house. That's the way the whole thing. It didn't look like, because I know that car lot. I've seen her once or twice do a video in that car lot. She will walk out and come and do some, tell people to video, one guy to video her. Then she will stop. She will do her hands. There was one she was doing her hands like that. So to IVD, that lady is fine. Anyway, let me not be angry, so that it will not be as if I'm just being biased. That's why it's not good to die. It's not good to die, you. I'm very, very upset with what I saw today. And that's what I decided to discuss with you people. That it's been, now the story is that IVD is now really, really ascertained. As it is, they caught them. It's not as if Blessing cares. I don't think she cares. I think she wants people to know. It's IVD that is still trying to hide it. Even though for him to display it small, no. It goes to show, maybe because they carry pressing, go prison because of her. He go custody, they remand her. Maybe that's why he decided to show that, look at what my wife did for me. My babe did for me for my birthday. All what she did is very ugly. Looks like her and him. Really bad character. Blessing wants people to know she's there. Yeah, Blessing doesn't care. Blessing is ready to flaunt it. It's even him conspired to kill Bimbo. It's possible. I agree. I can accept it with what I saw today. And the way Blessing spoke. If truly she has a good heart, she's supposed to keep short. Sincerely, all the way she came out, she was still in the hospital. We don't hear say she died. You don't reach 2 minutes. We don't hear blessing matter. Now, so wicked talks she had to say about that girl. Very insensitive. Me orirueri. And they see people, they do rivalry. That one too much. That's why I never thought it was rivalry. I did not take it as rivalry. I simply took it as genuinely tribalistic thing. She just they take side with the guy because the guy na Igbo. Say, I see, make them not bully this guy, yo. I go talk for her. Yeah, live video, I be her whole page. Her page was brought down. Live video. Her whole page was brought down because the things she was spilling from her mouth about Bimbo was bad. It was a shock to many people. Okay, not many people, to me. Because for me, I didn't even know the connection. I didn't know that she was friends to IVD, and you can just be platonic friends with people. Do you understand? You can just be, and as someone that talks, she's a motivational speaker. You can expect that she will say some things, but not in such a wicked manner. She was so insensitive. Person needs to go back inside there. At least let them just keep her there for the fact that she is the one that they are linking with that, and she's the one in that place giving that guy that thing. No. He said, no, I'm not happy about it. No. No. And you see, people won't say it's the truth to her. That's what she's doing is bad. She's wicked, she's insensitive, and her own tongue will come. I'm telling you. She be not that guy where they say the leg they chop noodles, the leg they chop spaghetti, the leg they chop for semolina. Stella is back. Oh. Who is Stella? Stella is back. Oh. Which Stella? Stella is back. Oh. Okay, Stella. Okay, Blessing may be wrong in talking about the dead so, but I don't support this discussion of the dead and Blessing openly. I don't support this discussion of the dead and Blessing openly. Very sensitive. I don't support Blessing dating the guy that just lost her wife. And I don't think they are dating. Do your research very well about the dating, please. I should go and be doing research. No, research. I even thought that you are just you are a spirit. That's why I answer you. And it seemed as if because I now told you that what do you have to say to us, as you know. That's why you now went to bring episode and come and be telling me I should go and do research about Blessing and the guy. Me. Okay. Go to GLB. The research is there. Go and tell us about the table you saw. And go to people's pages that have the video that Blessing did for Bimbo. You to go and take to it and come back and tell us. Because where do you want me to discuss the matter? Please tell me, where do you want me to discuss the matter? Is it not on social media? We know all these people. So I should discuss it in secret with who? I don't like this kind of thing. Because I asked you simple question, because I thought you are a spirit. Because you said, don't talk about the spirit like that. I thought you are the spirit. And I said, are you a living thing? So that I know that at least you are not a spirit. Now you came back and told me I should go and do research. How can I be the one to go and do research independently? What do you mean? The research is there for us. I showed you people. GLB has given us the research, and I'm talking about it. You're not saying I'm talking about it in public. Please, where will I talk about it? I don't like it. So you people see that I didn't look for her trouble. She's the one that came to look for my trouble. I thought she's not a living thing. I thought she's a spirit. That's why I said, please, spirit, tell us why you said that we shouldn't talk about spirits. I didn't know that she's a living thing. No. Now she said she doesn't like me talking about it in public. Please, where will I talk about it? Doesn't she know this is my program? Please stop it too. And tell them your views on the subject matter. Thank you very much, my co-counsel. Stella, go to and get your own platform. Exactly. I don't like it. So Stella, you are looking for our trouble here. We are critically talking about the matter and we are looking for solution to the matter. I don't like it. So Yeye, she's a living thing. Yeah, she's a living thing. I thought she's a spirit. Please, spirit. No, I said, please, spirit, tell us. Because she said, why talk about the spirit and living thing? Me ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. Blessing and Bimbo. Not be Blessing tell us, say she Bimbo won't die. Now, you not being cause this one. Bimbo husband, where Bimbo leave behind, where we never even settle the matter. Now, he with the see cash Blessing say they do with the guy. Okay, where will we carry the matter to? She be by no lamati, so I be not be Blessing. They show us everything for social media. Please tell her I don't like that kind of thing. No. If not that you bear the same name with our former president's wife. You understand? Good luck, wife. I forgive you. I forgive you another. I forgive you one today. Before later now people come and say that I'm bullying you people. But I don't like that kind of thing. You're looking for my trouble. So Blessing matter. Yes, so let her be careful. Yeah, we don't like trouble here. We do our own thing, JJ. Now we go look for our trouble. We give una back now. Now go say she's a bully. Here, Odiego. OBJ wife. It's true. I say good luck, wife. Thank you, Jare. Stella Abaso Johnny. If not be say she dey bear the same name with Stella, I forgive her. Taye Lolu, which bedroom? Not be for social media. We see the matter. Kilo kan family wa pẹ̀lú story. Not be social media. Ibẹ̀ lọ la ma ti sọ ta ma ti gate wa. This is not your. This is not your. It be like say you be meant a abi. Must you come? Don't mind Stella. I don't think she knows what is happening on the. Stella, go and sit down, abeg. Don't look for trouble, abeg. Just respect yourself, abeg. No, they look for trouble. Yeah. We dey here with the reason something where they pain us. You come here now, come they disturb us. Abeg, come off for here. Why should you research when Blessing exactly is shamelessly flaunting herself all over social media, even with the guy matter? She didn't think about her kids and whatever is left of her. She dug out so much secrets about Bimbo and her family. Exactly. Many things. She even was the one saying to us that Bimbo's sister wasn't talking to Bimbo. Bimbo is an enemy with the sister. The sister should come out and tell. And I was saying when she said those, I said, it must have been IVD that told her those things. Do you get it? I said, IVD obviously must have revealed, this particular money, I don't know, the probably money issue. You people were searching for love. People wasn't loved by the sister. The family were not there for her. I was in shock. I was in shock. In fact, I was, that was when I knew, okay, she must be friends with IVD. Definitely. But I not go that level of where she dey bench IVD. I not think her. Wallahi. I know that they say IVD na bad guy, but I not think her say they bench IVD. I not think her. No. It is sad. Bimbo's mother, now she suffer pass. You don't understand. Say IVD rubbish the woman too. You don't remember when that woman they shout, Pikin they allow person. And what pained us all most is that Bimbo died in that course while she was trying to at least get that house. Let her just at least have that after suffering all her life. And she died in the process. That alone, if to say Blessing gets sense, she supposed she was supposed pipe. Now that one supposed make her even shut up. Even if she did do anything with the guy, supposed run. Make the guy sort himself out. And if he land down for jail, let her just know that it's bad market. She enter. They go her own. Rather, she decided to think that she can take side. That's why they went to sample her in Kirikiri. They just go show her Kirikiri. Make she just know. They just went to, the family, I'm sure they are badly hurt with how all she had to say about their child and sister and mother. No. And that IVD is a sellout. May we not marry our enemy. And the silly Billy, you remember after Bimbo died, He was updating for people to see that they are not allowing him see his children. And he updated like he was missing Bimbo. People remember. Nobody cared. Everybody, nobody cared. Not like you. You case, if people notice, when the people went and say abusing you, they were insulting people that were abusing him. They were, the people had more empathy for you. Yeah, people had more empathy because you know why? A lot of us thought he was not at home the day that boy died. If you remember, I thought so, that he's not at home. I was surprised when he updated to let us know that the son came to talk to him. And then, he came to the room. I was even happy to hear that because, I thought he had moved out from the house, going to stay with Judy. That's what I thought. So I think that is update made people to even feel, at least we know a bit more like, okay, he was at home. So we had the opportunity to even see the boy. If he wasn't at home for maybe weeks or even 2 days, it would have been a different story for us. Guys, tomorrow, Kachifonu. That's all we see him. That's all we see him. It is well with all of us. So good night. So Ify, why should we care when he watched our bomb? Both were in the house when she lit the fire. Why didn't he quench the fire? Why didn't he pour water on her to put her? That's what we are saying. Did you hear Onovo? Onovo. He left her. If the brother was not at home, maybe whoever walked in fact, they won't even meet her alive. He left her. That is why I'm of the opinion that if not that there was no forensic carried out, I have a feeling he probably pushed her. I'm sorry, I may be wrong, God forgive me, but I do not believe that girl just died simply like that. They were probably struggling for something and he pushed her. And the way they said she caught fire, was it the whole house that was on fire? No. They said it was near the curtain. Why? They said the net curtain. Okay, why didn't he put it out? He left her. Oh, don't answer Stella or Novo. I bet forget that Stella. Stella too one type Nina. Say some people just want. Don't answer her. Don't worry yourself. Sometimes, some people go just on social media, they raise their blood pressure, not our own. Let's go and sleep, guys. For here, you don't late. Tomorrow, na work. Good night. I love you, people. Shirley, baby. Good night, sweetie. Good night, everybody. Sharon, people wicked, though. Sharon Cole, good night, everybody. Good night, Clark. See you all by the grace of God tomorrow. I love you all. Thank you. Edo Wizzy. Now, listen to the video all over again. You will see what happened. Oh, Sister Lola Oyeni, you good night, darling sister. Onovo, good night, sister. Good night, everybody. God bless you, okay? Yeah, God bless you. Bye, bye, bye.